say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Scarlet Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. All-Star break is right around the corner, Richard. How excited are you for the festivities? I hope as excited as I am.
Oh, I'm very excited, Kevin. These contests are going to be huge this year, I can just tell. And I'm also excited to see the players just relax a little bit.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Wembanyama is out there with Williams. Then it's Castle. Then it's Porter. And it's Vassell in at the two-guard spot. Porter with the steal. Shoots from the line. And it's Miami with the rebound. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
And here in the middle of winter, some teams feel the cold in the power rankings. Others remaining hot. You look at San Antonio, they're locked in again at that third spot. Not a bad place to be.
You know, right now for Miami, they've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Do not discount how much Fox's playmaking means to this team. He is the floor general.
Williams, that's good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back three, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
2 on the clock. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his bounds.
Hendricks passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Heat moving the ball around. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And this year will be MP's 5th selection to the All-Star game. And Greg, he's become a very familiar face.
Yeah, well, we've come to expect his presence, haven't we? to some young fans, it wouldn't be an all-star weekend without MP in the mix.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Adebayo. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Driving inside. Hendricks pulls it in. The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Yep, that one goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Wizards was tremendous. He scored 53 points, and both from the foul line and the floor, he was making his shots out there. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one. Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Mr. Fundamentals, that's good.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
To the inside, Mullen. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Porter. And again, the basket from Mr. Fundamentals. Mr. Fundamentals got 10 points.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Griffin's checked in for the Spurs. Johnson. Fundamentals checked in for Miami. Hayes, he's checked in for San Antonio. .44 seconds left to play here in the first. Can't hit from in close. The Heat leading by 3. Outside, Hero. Collins passes to Mr. Fundamentals. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots.
Vậy thì vậy, Dominic Amber Job in order to know the ball now they Amber in available here.
Vassell outside. Pass to Griffin. Over Hayes. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced him into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Bucket is good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Heat as they wrap up the first quarter on a... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
We've got Hawkins, Hero out there with Mr. Fundamentals. Then it's Collins, and it's Hayes in at the 4. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Unselfish to the core. Johnson looking to make plays for others.
Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Vassell, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
A pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Driving the lane. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Hayes. And Strus is subbed in for Hawkins. Jalen Williams is checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Keldon Johnson.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Griffin kicks to Williams. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kicks it out to Hero. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Good on the triple. Mr. Fundamentals got 5 points now this quarter.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Castle misses. The Heat leading by 4. Strus with it, lays it up and banks it in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the middle. Back to Williams. Vassell outside. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. Vassell's got 10.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the cover.
Collins, good.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
And some changes here. And so it's the Miami Heat, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. For the West, Luka Doncic.
No stranger getting recognized. Doncic stuffs the stat sheet pretty much every night. Controls the pace of the game. Superstar.
Would you say he's a little bit? So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Heat.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the floor for San Antonio, Williams is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, filling out the middle.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
A pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Here's Hendricks. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hendricks has got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. To the paint, here's Strus. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Strus has got his 3rd basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. And it's off from 3-point range. The Heat leading by 12. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Strus. Good ball movement here by Miami. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and there's another one for the Heat.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big. It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 21. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo, an athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
And Miami making a change here. Collins is checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Fox. And here's Adebayo. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Adebayo's got 6 points.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
Here's Castle, guarded by Fox. Porter, no luck.
Good board, John.
The Heat leading by 13. Strus passes to Mr. Fundamentals. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Porter looking it over. At the top of the key, Williams. Back to Porter. The 3 ball. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got Hero. Hawkins is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Collins, and it's Mr. Fundamentals in a point. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. On defense, the Spurs, 9-point game.
Set up.
Pass to Collins, down low. Mr. Fundamentals, the rebound by the Spurs.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Williams' shot is off.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Mr. Fundamentals got 25 points in the game.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
To the right side. Griffin can't get it to go in. Miami leading by 11.
Hey, yo, right here.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To the wing right side. Pass to Collins. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 4 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Mr. Fundamentals got 9 points here in the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Timeout, Spurs. So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs head coach go over the game plan during the timeout. Told his guys, focus up right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page out there. Let's go out there and take this game right now. Big words, guys.
Thanks, David. Fox passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And that one is good. 32 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. You know, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
A pass to Fox. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by Williams. Mr. Fundamentals, that's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Castle. Fires for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
The Heat leading by 14.
Set up.
The shot from the low post is good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Strus. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, covered by Vassell. Hendricks, good.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's Johnson. 1:30 left in the fourth. And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
The Heat making a switch here. Hayes is checked in.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Heat.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Mr. Fundamentals.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Hawkins passes to Mr. Fundamentals. And he makes good on the layup. Mr. Fundamentals got 40 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And there's the drive. Pass to Hero. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. From downtown, and that falls.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little John.